Good morning, one and all. Today we will discuss latent heat. So here in previous class we learned about the changes, change of state, that is solid state to liquid state to gaseous state, or gaseous state to liquid state to solid state. So the amount of heat energy is required, so for change of without increase the temperature, change of state. Here the latent heat is nothing but the amount of heat, okay, the amount of heat is transferred for unit mass to change the state from one state to another state is called the latent heat. Here the amount of heat per unit mass transferred during the change of state of the substance is called as latent heat. Okay, latent heat. So the latent heat is denoted by L. So here the amount of heat for unit mass transferred during the change of state. Change of state is nothing but the amount of heat is required for unit mass from solid to liquid or liquid to gaseous, so of substance is called the latent heat. So here latent heat, two types: latent heat of fusion, latent heat of vaporization. So latent heat of fusion, so it is denoted as LF. Latent heat of vaporization, it is denoted as LV. Okay, latent heat, so we can consider a bowl, a container. Okay, so this is the container. So we can take some ice cubes. So this ice cube's temperature is, already we are discussed, at 0 degree Celsius. Here it is 0 degree Celsius. When the thermometer is taken inside, okay, this is thermometer, Celsius scale. When increase the temperature with using of a burner, okay, we can increase the temperature. What happens here? The heat is added, so it is converted, the amount of heat for unit mass, that is 1 kilogram mass or 1 gram mass, so it is converted, the amount of heat required to convert it ice to water is called the latent heat of fusion. So here latent heat for a solid state to liquid state solid state to liquid state change. Okay, change is called as latent heat of fusion. Okay, latent heat of fusion, LF. So this latent, the required heat is directly proportional to the mass of the substance. That any substance, that is solid substance or liquid substance, okay, Q, the amount of heat is required is directly proportional to the mass. From this equation, Q equals to, so we can take a constant L into M. So here L equals to Q by M. L equals to Q by M. L is nothing but latent heat of substance. That latent heat Q by M. The units are SI units is taken. SI units is joule per kilogram, and CGS units calorie from gram. Okay, calorie per gram. So this is the latent heat. Okay, here latent heat of fusion. So here latent heat of fusion for ice is, so it is 3.33 into 10 power 5 joule per kilogram. In CGS units, that is 80 kilocalories per kilogram. Okay, kilocalories per kilogram, or it is also taken as 80 calories per gram. Okay, latent heat of fusion for ice is 3.33 into 10 to the power of 5 joule per kilogram, and 80 kilocalories per kg. It equals to 80 calories per gram. Next, second one, latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization is nothing but the amount of heat, so for unit mass transferred during the change of liquid to liquid state to gaseous state of the substance is called as latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization is denoted as LV. Okay, so this LV value for water, okay, here 22.6 into 10 power 5 joule per kilogram. So this value is 540 calories per gram. Okay, in CGS units 540 calories per gram, and in MKS, that is SA system, LV value is 22.6 into 10 to the power of 5 joule per kilogram. So this is about latent heat of fusion, latent heat of vaporization. So this latent heat is depend upon nature of the material, and latent heat, okay, latent heat is depend upon nature of the material, is depend upon nature of the material, nature of substance, and so this is depend upon pressure also. Okay, latent heat is depend upon nature of the material and pressure. Okay, here we discussed one example. So here, so this is a container. Okay, this container have some ice cubes, here. So we can consider ice cubes. Okay, this ice cube's temperature is taken as minus 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, the temperature is taken minus 10 degrees Celsius, and we can take here the thermometer. The thermometer is Celsius scale. We can take the temperature minute to minute. Okay, so we can provide, so here it is a burner. Okay, it is a burner. The burner is provide for ice this container some heat energy. Okay, heat energy is added continuously. What happens? First of all, so the temperature is increases. Okay, so without change of state, the temperature is increases minus 10 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we can draw graph between an x-axis. We have take heat. So in y-axis, so temperature, so that is for degrees Celsius. So here the heat is in joules. Okay, so here the temperature is first of all minus 10 degrees Celsius. So the graph B, it is started when the heat is added, the heat and the temperature is increases. Temperature is increases up to 0 degrees Celsius. Here it is 0 degrees Celsius. So when the temperature is attain 0 degrees Celsius of this water, heat is applied but the temperature doesn't increase. So because of it is converted, the state is changed. The state is ice state to water state, it is converted ice state to water state, it is called the latent heat. Okay, so latent heat Q equals to L into M. So here Q equals to delta Q, or Q equals to ms delta T. So it is specific heat of ice, and M is the mass of the ice, delta T change, okay, change of the temperature, change in temperature. So what is the initial temperature? Minus 10 degrees Celsius. Final temperature is 0, and final temperature minus initial temperature 0 minus of minus 10, it equals to 10 degrees Celsius. And specific heat of this ice, M, is the mass of the this particular ice. Okay, it is latent heat. So it is increase the temperature. Okay, here from 0 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, it is change of state. Okay, change of state. This latent heat equals to, okay, latent heat LF equals to how much? So we already discussed latent heat of ice is 3.33 into 10 power 5 joule per kilogram. Okay, so it is converted completely water. So then again increase the temperature, again increase the temperature up to 100 degrees Celsius. The temperature is increased up to 100 degrees Celsius. It is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, after 100 degrees Celsius, so it is converted. So it is ms delta T. So delta Q equals to, or Q equals to ms delta T. Okay, change in temperature 100 minus 0, specific heat of water, and M is the mass of the water. Okay, again at 100 degrees Celsius, it is change of state, change of state. So from liquid to vapor. So here LV equals to 22.6 into 10 to the power of 5 joule per kilogram. Okay, so again increase the temperature. In vaporization, after vaporization, again increase the temperature. So this is state, change of state. Here also change of state. Here the increase the temperature. Okay, the amount of heat is increases continuously, but certain points at the change of state, okay, latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization, at this place change of state, temperature is constant. Okay, so from 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius, the temperature is increased with heat. From minus 10 degrees Celsius to here minus 10 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature is increases. Okay, this is about latent heat of the fusion and latent heat of vaporization. So here we discussing example problem 12.4. When 0.15 kilogram of ice of 0 degrees Celsius mixed with 0.30 kilogram of water at 50 degrees Celsius in a container, the resulting temperature is 6.7 degrees Celsius. Calculate the heat of fusion, that is latent heat of fusion of ice. Okay, the specific heat is given. The specific heat capacity of water is 4186 joule per kilogram. So here, so when it is 0 degree Celsius is mixed, so with 0.30 kilogram of water, okay, at 50 degree Celsius, okay, ice is mixed with. So for example, it is a container. So it is a container. It have some water, that is 0.30. The mass is M2, mass is 0.30 kilogram. So it is poured some ice cubes. So it is initial temperature is 50 degrees Celsius. So it is poured 0.15 kilogram of ice. So it is consist of 0 degree Celsius. Okay, 0 degree Celsius. Okay, at 0 degree Celsius. The final temperature is 6.7 degrees Celsius. So then calculate the latent heat of ice. So it is loss of, okay, this is gain of, ice is gain of heat and it is loss of heat. So then heat loss by water, heat lost by water equals to, so what is the equation? Delta Q equals to ms delta T. Okay, so mass of water and specific heat of water, delta T is nothing but T final minus T initial. Okay, T initial of water. So that equals to, mass of water is 0.30. Okay, and it is 4186 joule per kilogram into the temperature is, so the final temperature is 50 degrees Celsius. Initial temperature is of water is 6.7. Okay, 50 minus 6.7. So calculate with using of calculator. This is 54,376. Okay, 54,376.14 joules. So this is loss of heat. So then heat required to melt of ice. Okay, so ice is converted water, the latent heat, okay, L F into M. Okay, so what is the mass of ice? It is 0.15 into LF. Okay, so this is LF into M, mass is 0.15. Then again heat required to raise the temperature of ice, water to final temperature. That equals to, okay, the temperature of ice to water, the final temperature to reach the final temperature, so that is ms of water into delta T, Tf minus T initial of ice. Okay, ice here. So mass of the ice is 0.15 into specific heat of water is 4186 into the temperature of initial temperature is 6.7. Okay, so it is initial temperature. So the final temperature final temperature is 6.7 minus initial temperature is 0. Okay, that equals to 6.7 into 4186 into 0.15 is 4206.93 joules. Okay, now so it is loss of heat of water, gain of heat of ice. Okay, heat gained, loss of heat equals to heat gained. Loss of heat is 54,376.14 joules equals to heat ice is heat gained, here also heat gained. So then 0.15 into LF plus 4206.93 joules. So from this equation, so we can find out LF, latent heat of fusion. So then 0.15 into LF equals to 54,376.14 minus 4206.93. Okay, 50,169.21 divided by 0.15. So latent heat of fusion LF equals to, so that is 4461.4 joule per kilogram. Okay, so it is 3,34,461.4 joule per kg. So it is also written as 3.34, okay, into 10 power 1 2 3 4 5 after 3, so we can take the 0.5 joule per kilogram. So this is the latent heat of fusion of ice. So next one we can discuss example number 12.5. Calculate the heat required to convert 3 kilograms of ice at minus 12 degrees Celsius kept in a calorimeter to steam at 100 degrees Celsius at atmospheric pressure. Given specific heat capacity of ice. Okay, mass is given 3 kilograms and specific heat of ice, specific heat capacity of ice is 2100 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. Okay, specific heat capacity of water, specific heat capacity of water is 4186 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. And latent heat of fusion of ice, so LF equals to 3.35 into 10 to the power of 5 joule per kg. And latent heat of steam LV, latent heat of vaporization also 2.256 into 10 to the power of 6 joule per kilogram. Okay, now calculate the heat required to convert ice to steam. Okay, ice is at minus 12 degrees Celsius and steam is at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, it is converted. So the heat Q equals to, so it is first of all the heat is converted, the ice is converted, so minus 12 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it is have change of heat Q1 plus, and 0 degrees Celsius to, it is change ice to water, so the amount of heat is required is Q2, and 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius it is converted, 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius it is Q3, and again 100 degrees Celsius water is converted to the steam. Okay, the heat required is Q4. So this is the equation. So now Q1 equals to, Q1 is nothing but the heat required to convert ice at minus 12 degrees Celsius to ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Here not change of state, so it is both of it ice, so then Q1 equals to, so what is the equation, m s of ice into delta T. Delta T is nothing but Tf minus T initial of ice. Okay, that equals to mass 3 kg, specific capacity of ice is 2100 into, so what is the final temperature, so final temperature is 0 minus of minus 12 degrees Celsius. Okay, that equals to, so Q1 equals to 75600 joules. Okay, this is the Q1. Next Q2 equals to, so what is Q2? Q2 is nothing but heat required to melt ice at 0 degrees Celsius to water at 0 degrees Celsius. It is latent heat of fusion. Okay, so here latent heat, the heat required to melt ice at 0 degrees Celsius to water at 0 degrees Celsius. So then Q2 equals to, so it is taken m into, okay, so Q equals to m into LF, that equals to 3 into LF equals to, so what is LF, 3.35 into 10 to the power of 5. Okay, that will be equals to 1,005,000 joules. So this is Q2. So with calculator, so calculate this value, 3.35 into 3 equals to, so that is 3 3s are 9 and 3 3s are 9, 3, so 3 1s, so it is 10.05 into 10 to the power of 5, that is 100,500 joules. Next, Q3 equals to, Q3 is nothing but heat required to convert water at 0 degree Celsius to water at 100 degrees Celsius. So Q3 equals to ms water into change of temperature T final minus T initial of water. Okay, that equals to 3 into 4186 into 100 minus 0. Okay, so then Q3 equals to, so it is 12,55800 joules. Okay, here Q3 and Q4 is nothing but the heat required to convert water at 100 degrees Celsius to steam, that is vapor steam at 100 degrees Celsius. So Q4 equals to MLF, so that is LV, sorry, it is LV, vaporization, latent heat of vaporization. So that is 3 into, so 22.6, so what is 22, so 22.56 into 10 power 5. Okay, it is 2.256 is nothing but 22.56 into 10 to the power of 5. So that value is 67,680,000 joules. So then Q equals to, from this equation, so what is Q1? 75600 plus Q2 equals to 100,500 plus Q3 equals to 12,55800 plus Q4 equals to 67,680,000. So that value is 910,400 joules. So then Q equals to, it is also convert into 10 power 6 or 10 power 5, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so it is 9.1 into 10 to the power of 6 joules. So this is the final value, the amount of heat is required to convert minus 12 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius in calorimeter, 3 kg of ice.